The Chauncey Hayden Show is sponsored by Stitcher Radio. Listen on the go via the Stitcher mobile app. For more information, go to stitcher.com/GFQ. Location provided by Sapphire New York. Visit them at nysapphire.com.
You think you have me all down, you think you have me, I will always be one step ahead.
Don't hurt me, for real. Ah! Ah! Look at her teeth! No, she has fangs! I'm not even kidding! Ah! 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 Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, my God! Are you insane?
He wanted to get bit.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Chauncey Hayden Show. We're broadcasting from the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club. I think the world's greatest gentlemen's club. Just my personal opinion.
Mine too.
Of course, I'm biased, but come on. If you walk through these halls, it's hard to argue. So here we are, my co-host, the beautiful, talented comedian. I'm going to say it, and let's see if I get it right, because I always say your last name wrong. Stacy Pressman.
Pressman. Perfect. You got it perfect.
Did I?
You've only known me literally probably.
Because you know what? We talk about this
15
because there's something about me that doesn't want to say Pressman.
You just said it beautifully.
I want to say Pussman.
I know. I know. Pussyman. I got that.
Is that what it is? It's some sort of Freudian thing.
You just want to say pussy. I know.
I just don't want the R in your last name, and it drives me crazy. Like I fight it.
You fight. Well, you have to, take the power back.
All right. Well, you're talented and you're funny, and you're my co-host. So today there's a couple of things.
Okay.
We were going to have a guest, but you know what? There's so much to talk about that I think it's better than having a guest tonight because number one, I report now for Fox News. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that.
Yes. There's a show on My 9 News called Chasing New Jersey. Why is that funny? Why are you laughing at that?
I just have an image of you just chasing like.
No, but that's what I did. I actually ran down the street yesterday. The show is called Chasing New Jersey, and it's controversial because because they fired the entire 10 o'clock news team at Channel 9, which is owned by Fox News.
Wow.
And they replaced it with a show called Chasing New Jersey, which is done like TMZ with a host and a room full of journalists, just like TMZ, and he asks people questions. So tell me about this and tell me about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Are you the main host?
No, please. I'm lucky they let me get the water.
You get a box?
I had to beg them. I have to pay them to actually let me go out and do stories. Like
really?
Yeah, it's not like you think. But yesterday was my first gig. It was the first time they sent me out. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you can, if you go to Facebook, Chasing New Jersey, you can actually see my segment.
Chasing New Jersey.
Chasing NJ on Facebook.
That's hot. I like that.
Yeah, and it's 10 in New York City, but there's going to be a Chasing New Jersey in every city.
Really?
There's going to be Chasing Boston, Chasing LA,
Chasing New York.
Chasing New York.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but the first show is Chasing New Jersey. This is
There's a lot to chase in New Jersey.
There's a lot to chase. So this is what they had me chasing yesterday. I know you're not a fan of reality TV.
I know,
right?
and we always have reality.
Yeah. So, but I can't help it. I'm addicted to it.
I used to watch Jersey Shore, actually.
All right. If you watch Jersey Shore, I can't believe you don't watch this.
Well, I didn't watch it like I liked it. I was in shock watching it, but yeah.
You've heard the show New Jersey Housewives.
Of course, yes.
But you just don't watch it. But you know.
The housewife thing doesn't interest me.
I know, but it's pop culture. It's such a big part of our pop culture.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Now,
and there's the cast, and there was Danielle Staub in the first season, who was the villain, and of course Teresa Giudice, who everybody loved and adored. Who she flipped the table over when she got mad at Danielle Staub, and called her a whore. All right, and it was like that was like the moment when Snooki got punched in the face. That was the defining moment of Jersey Shore.
Right.
That flipping of the table was a defining moment for New Jersey Housewives.
Don't they all just flip tables?
Now they all flip tables, yeah. Because of that. Now they realize if you flip a table, you're going to get ratings. So, and there's a bunch of others. There's Carolyn Manzo, and there was Dina Manzo, who just since left the show, and there's Kathy Mulcahy.
They sound familiar. The names sound very familiar.
Yeah, they're all, well anyway, this is the Chasing New Jersey part. So, Teresa Giudice just got busted with her husband Joe for defrauding the government for millions of dollars.
That is such a stereotype.
And why? Why? Why is that a stereotype? Because they defrauded the government with the Italians, and the Italians defraud the government.
I'm sorry.
Italians defrauding the government.
Not all, but I'm saying it's like
You're making an accusation. You're going somewhere, and I'm wondering where you. Because I think I know where you're going.
It's like yeah.
Really?
No.
I know what you're saying. Do you really think that they should be on a different show? Maybe
Yeah.
on VH1?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, that usually kind of goes hand in hand.
Well,
I'm probably going to chop it.
here's the deal. So they're facing 50 years in prison each.
That's a big deal.
50 years in prison, got them dead to rights. All right.
Wait, how many years back was there?
It goes back to 2001.
Before the show even started.
Before the show even started.
So they were into stuff.
They got their
They were into stuff.
Right. They got their mansion before the show started. She lied that she had a job that she didn't have, lied about the money she was making, and they got this big lucrative loan to buy a big giant home. Now they're living this lavish lifestyle up by Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, and that's how they got the gig on New Jersey Housewives. Okay,
they made even more money.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, here's a rich couple. We want to put them on the show about rich couples in New Jersey. So she gets this deal to do the show. Now, a couple of years go by, and she starts making big money on the show. The show takes off. Now she does the opposite. She lies about how much she's making and says she's not making any money. Now it's the opposite. So now she's frauding the government on the back end and saying, I'm declaring bankruptcy, I'm not paying any of my bills, and meanwhile she's making millions of dollars.
Do they make millions of dollars in that house?
They make a lot of money. She made something like, I think she made $675,000 last season just off the show. That doesn't count a best-selling book on the New York Times list, a couple of best-selling books. Doesn't count her appearances. Doesn't count her endorsement deals. She endorses some, shit wine.
Yeah.
So she's making over $1 million a year, easy. Bankrupt. Imagine they owe you money. Imagine you're the one that did their patio or did the gold trim in their living room, and then they don't pay you. Declare bankruptcy. Then on the show, on camera, pay $120,000 in cash for furniture on an episode. They owe you, say, $30,000 for work you did on their house. You're home watching TV, and they just paid $120,000 in cash for furniture, laughing about it. What do? You go crazy.
You go nuts. Yeah.
You go nuts. So they're doing this they're so stupid.
It's like it's not like they're doing it privately. They're doing it.
They're doing it on national TV.
Well, what do you think? You know these people.
I think they belong in jail. I think they're so stupid that you would pay on TV $120,000 in cash after you declare bankruptcy and rob all your creditors.
How much do they owe, though?
They owed millions. They owed millions of dollars. They totally just declared bankruptcy and had all this money that they weren't paying tax. They didn't pay taxes for 7 years. Allegedly, according to the charges, didn't pay taxes for 7 years.
That's a lot. That's
allegedly
a major thing.
Major. No. How do you not pay taxes? Of course, and you live in a mansion. Of course, they're going to bust you.
They should have bust them 5 years ago.
They were probably building their case for 5 years. They're probably sitting back saying, how much rope are we going to give these people before we go in and make our move and file charges?
I'll take that back. I don't think it was what I said. I just think it's stupidity.
It's just stupidity, right?
It's like being in Yiddish, they call chaza, like a pig. Like
the hazes.
Yeah.
The hazes.
They are.
The
totally
complete hazes.
They are.
Did I say that right?
Housewife hazes. That means pig in Yiddish.
They're hazes.
Well, I think it's like, these shows, they show them doing what they do, and it's like, it's like the money, it's very showy, and then like it comes back in your face. Like it's very
karma.
gross.
It's karma.
Very
It's
gross.
total karma. You can't screw people over like that and do it on national TV, make money off it, and then skate through life. So here they are. So the story gets better. So Joe, the husband, is also facing charges he got a DUI a few years ago.
Okay, so he's a mess.
So he's a mess. Got a DUI, but gets better. Tried to get his license by using his brother's identity in Passaic County Court, in Passaic County. So he gets busted for that.
So that's fraud.
He's currently fraud. He's currently facing charges for that. I mean, that's big. You can go to jail for that. Facing charges for that. Now he's facing charges for defrauding the government, for not paying his taxes, for wire fraud, mail fraud, every kind of fraud you can imagine. And on top of it, he's not a citizen. So
Where
now,
is he from?
Italy.
Oh, like off the boat.
Like off the boat.
Aye.
So, you know how off the boat they are? And no disrespect to the Italian community.
No, I have very good friends.
But I was interviewing the mother. Part of this whole story is so Chasing New Jersey sends me out to do an interview with all these people. So here come the mother and father, Teresa's mother and father, come out of the courtroom. And they're both off the boat. Like they speak Italian. Teresa and Joe speak Italian.
Right,
I mean,
okay.
She couldn't speak English for the first several years of her life.
Really? Okay.
I mean, really hardcore Italian. So here come the mother and father, out of the courtroom. The daughter and the son-in-law just had to post $500,000 bail each.
That's a lot of
to
money.
Keep a lot of money.
That's like people who murder people.
That's like major. This is how big this is. This is how serious this is.
It's very serious.
So I say to the mother and father, so how do you feel? Is your daughter and your son-in-law crooks? Did they defraud the government? And they said, minding your own business. Fuck you. Minding your own business and a fuck you.
You know what's because a lot of time people I know that are off the boat are such hardworking people, and they're not like that. They're so.
Yeah, they got to be devastated, right? But come on.
But you can't be like that. You can't show. You know, you have to pay the piper.
You got to pay. So here's all the media.
And if you're gonna do, you got to be quiet about it. Like you know, that's rule number one. If you're gonna be like a, you know.
And you know what?
You hide that stuff under your mattress and you pay.
I never saw so much media. I've been doing journalism my whole life. I never saw so many cameras in front of a courtroom or at any event in my life. There had to be 100 cameras. 100 cameras. That's how big this story is. So here come Teresa and Joe.
Like OJ and Lindsay
It's like Michael Jackson pedophile. It's on that level. That's how many cameras are there.
Like, that many
people are upset. Well, you know, listen. Maybe it's because this story is just starting. I think before this is over, other members of the cast are going down. I think that there's going to be I'm not going to name names. I'm just saying other people associated with the show.
You know people.
I think. Well, listen. There's about 6 main characters on the show, right? Husbands and the wives. I think to a certain degree they're all a little shady. Now I don't think. What's the saying? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Right.
So I think we're in a situation here where the apple's not going to fall far from the tree, and I think. This is the key thing. At the courthouse, no friends, no cast members, nobody supporting them.
Really?
Now, I found that interesting. There's a reason
why. Are they friends in real life, though? Or are they just cast members?
Listen, you're a cast that has a successful running show for several seasons. It's now, I think it's 8th season. If you had a fellow cast member in this kind of trouble, wouldn't you be there to support them? Wouldn't Nobody's commenting. Nobody's showing up.
They're in shock.
I know. I think they're afraid that they're next.
Wait, can I tell you something? You know, I was thinking, like, it's like when you make that much money, like when you're in the public eye, don't you have like some accountant or someone saying, "All right, now you got to be careful."
What did you say? What did you say before? Stupidity.
Right.
Stupidity. This is what makes the story so great.
They have managers or whoever works.
Who was managing their money? Who was They paid everything in cash.
Okay.
They bragged about it. They let the cameras come in and let them actually pay people in cash. So the state's evidence actually has it on video.
Well, they could say it's fake.
Well, yeah, then you can't, because then they can go to the furniture store and say, how did they pay for that furniture?
They never paid.
And they're going to subpoena. They're going to say, well, what's that furniture? They're not going to go to jail for them.
Right. That's true.
Why would they're not? They have no vested interest in lying for them.
Right.
They'll go to jail. Okay. You know, so no one's going to lie for them.
Well,
so,
no, my point being that it's a TV show, so sometimes they set things up like
this.
that.
But this wasn't set up.
Okay.
I think that's the problem.
I know they do
You know what I said? This is how I said it on Fox. I'm trying.
No, I want to hear it.
I said, you have to do this like on camera. You know, you have to be quick on your feet. Here we go. I said, when reality TV gets too real, we'll be back after this. Come on, that was like right there on the spot in the courthouse. When reality TV gets too real, we'll be back after this.
It's too real.
That's too real.
Maybe they set these people up to fuck up. I can say fuck, right?
You can, but you won't be back next week. No, of course you can. No, of course.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, we have no advertisers. That's okay.
I think they set these people up to mess up and to sort of
Do you think
their lives up.
I don't think you can.
They like hot messes.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can set anybody up. I think it is the epitome of narcissism that they let these people hang themselves.
Right.
They say, we're going to pay you $600,000 a year
just
to film your life. If you're so stupid that you're going to be a train wreck, that's your business. We're just going to pay you a lot of money to take a camera, put it in your house, and film you for 3 months straight, 24/7, and then you can do all the appearances. We're going to edit it. We're going to make you a star, and you do what, we can't film you doing what you don't do.
Right.
You have to do it to look bad. And that's the one thing with these reality shows. The stars say, oh, it's not how I really am. No, they can't film you. They can't show you doing something you didn't do.
Right.
You did it. Mm-hmm. You're a moron. They tweak the editing of it, but they're not going to set up Teresa paying $120,000 in cash after she just declared bankruptcy.
Right.
She could say, no, we're bankrupt. We can't afford furniture. That's the show. We have to give up our furniture because we're bankrupt.
Right.
The show shouldn't be, we're going to go out and buy more furniture after bankruptcy. Stupidity. Right?
It's a little crazy, but the people filming it, the producers don't even put too much.
Oh, they're giving high fives. I think at the end of the night, I think Bravo at the end of the day could care less what happens to them.
Any of these
does anyone really think that Bravo cares what happens to Teresa Giudice or her husband? In fact, I would go as far as to say Bravo, the ratings bonanza for them. Ratings bonanza. I would love to know what the ratings are next week for New Jersey Housewives.
I bet you it's going to be
through the roof. Through the roof. We're going to follow that. That was one of the questions I asked her outside the courtroom. Do you think this is going to help your ratings?
Teresa?
I asked her right to her face.
What'd she say?
She just looked at me and said, I know who you are. You're going to be dead soon. like she looked at me like this. This is her look. This is her walking out of the courtroom. Like that look like, I know you, Chauncey. I heard that question.
Do you know those people?
I photographed her.
Oh.
I know Teresa Giudice. I've done intimate photo shoots with her. Intimate.
What do you mean by intimate?
Intimate.
Like naked?
I'll show you pictures later.
Okay.
You want to see? All right. You want to see? This is. You tell me. I'm going to show you a picture that I took not that long ago.
And this
Teresa.
will be on the screen.
Well, maybe you guys can edit this. This is how intimate I was with Teresa Giudice. You're going to be impressed. Okay. I know her. She must feel betrayed as she's walking out of the courtroom, and I say to her, do you feel you just destroyed your life? Or you feel worried you're going to lose your kids? She probably feels like I shouldn't be answering those questions, but what do I care?
Right, you're not friends. You're not like.
Yeah, she's not. If I had a flat tire, would I call her at 3 a.m. to come and change my tire?
Maybe.
I could. I have
I
actually have a number. Should we call her? No, we can't.
We can, but.
We can. You want to call her and just see what happens?
Yeah, why not?
All right, here we go. We're gonna call Teresa Giudice. I can't believe. Wait, before we call her, just for shits and giggles.
She knows your number though, right?
Yeah. So what? What you gonna do? Call me back and say, yell at me? This is the picture I took of Teresa Giudice.
All right, it's not that intimate, but yeah.
That's pretty. No,
yeah,
it's.
I thought you
no, oh, you thought naked. Yeah. No, but you get her to do that.
She was funny.
Yeah.
How old is she? Like
she's probably. Let's ask her. Okay. Are you ready?
What?
Wait, do we have to take a break, guys? Yeah. All right, let's take a break, and we'll come back, and we're going to call Teresa Giudice right after this. Okay, shh.
Put it by your mic.
We're calling Teresa Giudice, and we're going to lend our support. We're going to tell her that we're worried about her, and if she wants to talk to us, we'd be more than happy to let her tell her side of the story.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
All right,
system.
yeah, okay, here we go. This is
At the
Teresa
tone,
Giudice.
please record your message. When you finish
I'll start
recording,
and you jump
may
in.
hang up
Okay.
or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Teresa, this is Chauncey Hayden from the Chauncey Hayden Show. We're just
Stacey Pressman, his co-host.
we're broadcasting now. We're worried about you and your husband. We just want to lend our support. You looked really upset walking out of the courthouse. So we just want to say that if you need to tell your side of the story,
we're here to listen.
We're here to listen. So good luck to you. We wish you the best. And please reach out to us if you want to come on the show and do an interview. Stacey?
Thank you. I hope you're doing okay and you're not too upset.
And we support you. Thank you
We
so.
support you.
We support you. Good luck to you. We're on your side. We're on your team. Okay, how do you hang the phone up? Please, for God's sake, hang the phone up.
That was the most.
That was bad, right? She's going to listen to that.
We sound like such idiots.
We sound like idiots. But okay, so now
Do we not sound like idiots?
So now we give
Production crew.
Wait,
right?
we give her 24 hours to respond,
call.
and then we go for the jugular vein.
I don't support.
The next
I don't
call,
really support
because
her.
the
I think
next
it's
call.
bad what she did. Do you not? Is it just me?
No, it's Hollywood. We're phony.
Oh, we're being
We're
phony.
phony like everybody else.
But I'm not good at being phony.
If she comes on the show,
You know I'm so bad about being phony.
if she came on the show, you wouldn't be her best friend. If she
would-
was willing to give us an exclusive interview,
I would
I would
ask
tell her.
what
I would
happened.
lie. I would tell her. No. I think what you did is completely honest and probably a mistake that you didn't realize you were making, and that we're here to support you. That's how.
5-year mistake,
That's how.
7-year mistake.
It was a 7-year non-tax-paying error that probably your bookkeeper made.
Yeah, we just didn't pay tax.
And I'm sure that was monopoly money that you paid out for furniture. And if you had the money, you would pay all those creditors that you screwed.
Well, that would be the right thing to do.
Yeah. I'm sure she means well.
You could settle with people too. I mean.
Yeah. No, if she comes on the show, I'll be her friend. That's how I roll. That's because I'm Hollywood, and that's how you make friends in Hollywood, and that's how you get ahead.
That's not really Hollywood. It's like
It's New Jersey Wood.
It's right.
It's New
Chasing
Jersey.
New Jersey.
It's chasing New Jersey. It's Jersey Wood.
It's Jersey
So
Wood.
anyway, this whole thing, this is all because of that show
It's not like
that's owned by Fox that now I report for.
You're perfect for that show.
I'm perfect. I'm perfect.
You couldn't get a more
And
perfect
I had to run
host.
backwards. She came out of the courthouse, and you had to see me run
Did she wanna
backwards.
hit you?
I was waiting for them to hit everybody. But you have to literally, when you're running out of the courtroom, you see this on TV all the time, but you don't understand what it's
They
like.
run like that.
You're running backwards, and you and about 50 reporters and cameramen are running backwards as they're walking. And everybody, but they work as a team, because when a curb comes, the guys in the back go, curb, curb, and everybody goes, okay, curb, so they don't fall.
So you're like one of those paparazzi idiots.
It's like a herd. It's a herd.
Did you have your camera?
No, I'm not. I'm a reporter. I'm not a cameraman. I'm a reporter.
You're writing your.
No. I'm a.
Did you
I'm
recognize
an on air. I'm an on air
Right.
talent.
So what would you report that you would?
I did the press conference and asked questions to the district attorney for the state.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. So
You know why? Because there's so much money, and it's a bad example for the rest of the citizens.
yes, they're going to make an example. So this is my guess that they're going to probably deport him. That
Wow.
she's gonna flip on him and deal for some time. She'll do probably
Federal
a year or
prison.
two in federal prison. He'll get deported.
Black
After
is the
the
new orange.
after the
Orange is
relatives, the
black.
mother and father will raise the kids. She'll sign some big exclusive book deal or TV deal after she gets out of jail.
How old is she?
She's got to be in her late
and
30s,
how old are her
mid
kids?
30s. Kids are like in their teen, younger than that, like
kids?
8,
That's
7,
sad.
yeah.
She might not get out. They're saying 50 years. Then,
But she's gonna flip on the husband.
but even if they cut it in half, it's 25 years.
Yeah, but I don't think they won't hold her. They'll lock her up for a little while. She'll get penalized. She's gonna owe the government
So
millions.
sell your house. Just
They're
pay
gonna
the
sell.
money.
They're gonna sell the house.
You can't buy time. Like
Yeah,
you can't.
yeah.
You know.
Well, look who went to jail. Wesley Snipes.
How long?
I think he's still in jail, isn't he? Wesley Snipes might still be in prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So, what was it, guys?
I think he's been in 3 years.
Yeah, it's been like in 3 years.
3 years.
Willie Nelson almost went to jail. A lot of celebrities have gone to prison. Look at Martha Stewart.
Right. Well, she did a lot of stuff.
What did she do?
Insider
What did she
trading.
really do when you think about it?
Insider trading.
What did she really do? She had some information that she shouldn't have told somebody. Is that worse than not paying your taxes for
Probably
10 years?
Not. I don't know. I guess I don't really.
No. What she did, I thought, was white collar petty
And
bullshit.
then people murder people and they don't even get a
OJ,
day.
yeah, OJ Simpson, if he had brains, would have skated for murdering someone.
And
you
it
know?
costs people. It costs.
Robert Blake murdered his ex-wife
Wow.
or his wife and skated. Never did
It
did
happens
some.
all the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time. So I think they're going to go to jail. I think they're going to get some jail time.
Right. I think that people that do unviolent crime should do like community service nonstop.
Do you think?
That's my theory. Like I don't think they should be in jail. I don't think that serves. I think they have to work. They have to pay the money back, and they have to do community service every day.
See, that to me, they belong in jail. You know who I feel sorry for?
Who?
A guy like Anthony Weiner.
Right, because he has a sex addiction.
Anthony Weiner. At the end
He's
of the
not
day.
going to jail. They just can't.
No, but I feel bad for him because you know what?
He's an idiot.
What-
He's an idiot. Would you after you
He's
get caught
just,
once?
he's to me he's just horny. He's horny and he doesn't realize
Yeah, but
that.
you can't be horny like with people unless you have them scoped
No.
out.
But this girl, Sydney Leathers, Sydney Leathers, did you see her TMZ photos?
No,
She's got to be one of the ugliest girls I've ever seen in my
not very
life.
pretty.
She's not very
he's
pretty.
not like a good-looking
She
guy.
poses for TMZ in a bikini, in a thong bikini on the beach, and the flab is just overflowing.
She's not in good shape.
No, not in
even
bikini body shape, not even close.
Okay.
So now she goes on Howard Stern, and she goes on all these talk shows. She went on NBC Morning News.
I hate people like
and,
that.
and she's hammering this poor guy, hammering him. And all he did is want to jerk off to her text messages.
Big deal.
At the end of the day.
Who doesn't do
so
that?
now you're going to humiliate this man and destroy his life. And you know,
Well, she knew this would happen. Like she said,
Yeah.
she was probably sent to him.
yeah. You know, listen,
Political-
he's got to be smart to know that you can't be that stupid and run for public office.
Right.
But at the end of the day, what did he really do? He's horny. Same thing as Bill Clinton.
It's between him and his wife, really.
His wife is gorgeous.
Right.
I think his wife is one
She
of
is.
the
She's
prettiest women
gorgeous.
in the world.
But I don't think it matters. Look at Tiger Woods had a gorgeous wife.
It's
too.
never
About the
about.
look.
This is what people don't understand about men who cheat.
Well, it is sex addiction.
It's
sexual compulsive addiction.
I don't believe in sex addiction. I believe that men, if they're normal, get horny.
No, I believe that they get horny, but they have to do it correctly.
You have to know You have to know how to do it
Discreetly.
discreetly. You can't do it on Facebook. You can't do it on Twitter. And if you're look, John F. Kennedy, he screwed everybody. He screwed Marilyn Monroe. He screwed everyone in Hollywood.
No one knew about it. Well, we didn't
Nobody,
have social media
but he was so smart about it. He was so
Of
intelligent
course.
about it. No one ever busted him.
I'm sure there were
Nobody
plenty of people
cared.
that have
Right.
sex with
You don't. If you're Bill Clinton, you could have anyone you want. He could have had Sharon Stone. He might even have done. You could have Sharon Stone come over and bang her. She's not going to say anything because she has as much to lose as you
That's
do.
what I'm saying. I don't feel like if I was with somebody that I was attracted to that had sort of
Right.
I would never kiss. I don't kiss and tell.
Right.
I'm
You
an
need.
acid
If you're
kiss and
famous,
tell.
you
I
have to
never
screw
did.
someone equally as famous.
Right.
That you could hurt them as much as they could hurt you. You can't screw interns. Sorry, guys. You can't screw interns because they're ultimately going to make money if they can. They're going to screw you if they can.
But I would never, on my level, not even do that.
No, you wouldn't do it. You
No.
wouldn't kiss and tell.
Never.
If you had sex with Obama, you wouldn't one day write a book about it.
No.
$1 million book deal. Somebody
I
finds
don't
out.
kiss and tell. If I like the, if I'm not, if I have sex.
Did
with
you have
somebody-
sex with Obama?
No, I didn't.
Did
Not
you have
yet,
sex with
not
Joe
yet.
DiMaggio?
No, I think he died before I was born.
Did you have sex with Mayor Bloomberg?
No.
You had to think about that. You had to think about
No.
it. You almost.
I don't remember.
You had to think about that one. You might have had sex with Mayor Bloomberg.
No, I didn't have sex with Mayor Bloomberg.
Sex with Koch, Mayor Koch. Did you? Did you? You did.
With his dead
you
body.
did.
I had
you
sex
did.
with his dead body.
That was the only one you couldn't say no to. Was Mayor Koch.
I wanted to have sex with Mayor Koch, but it
He was.
never-
Listen. He was gay, but he was also very charismatic.
Right. So
I could
sex
see
with
the
gay men,
attraction.
so yeah.
I could see why. These guys.
Do you kiss and tell?
I'm trying to think. Do I kiss and tell? Do I kiss and tell?
Did you have sex with
I
Phil
must have.
Stiller?
See, I don't have sex, so it's hard for me to kiss and tell.
Oh, did you?
There's nobody who wants to have sex with me to kiss and tell. Would I kiss and tell?
Yeah.
I'm such a bastard. I might. You know what? I'm going to be honest. If I had sex with somebody really famous and I could make money off it,
You would do it.
I think I would do it.
I
think I would.
I had a date many years ago with Robin Leach, but we didn't have sex or anything like that on the record. And
By the way, so did I.
You did?
Yeah, but go ahead. We'll talk about that.
But
later.
anyway, so long story short, he was coming on the Howard show, and they had asked me if I wanted to call in and do say stuff. And
Right.
I said no, I didn't do it.
You don't kiss and tell.
I didn't kiss though, but I didn't.
There
want
was nothing to tell.
But no,
Or
there was stuff
there?
to tell because he was kind of crazy. But I didn't want to. There was nothing.
He masturbated in front of you.
No, he didn't do anything. He
Okay.
just said a lot of disgusting
Okay.
things. But I didn't really. I just felt it wasn't like I was taught. Like,
You look at the world. You look at
I'm
all the
very
celebrities in Hollywood, and you can only imagine how many cheat on their wives and what goes on out there. It's very selective. Look at Arnold.
Okay.
And people like that who've gotten busted. Christy Brinkley's Peter Cook, is that his name? Christy Brinkley's ex-husband.
Yeah, she's
Look
gorgeous.
what she's one of the most beautiful women in the world.
But it's not about that.
It's not. That's my point. It's not about the
beauty or power or anything.
It's about just something
power.
on the side. It's like
well, you're a man. What would it be about for you?
For me, it's about something different on the menu. It's no, I'm serious. You can't have a cheeseburger every night for the rest of your life.
Right.
Sometimes you like to have a hot dog. Sometimes you like to have French fries, or you like other things. You can't.
You might like a hot
You
dog.
can't watch this even if you're alone. If you live alone, you can't watch the same porn movie every single night. You flip around. You flip.
Never.
You watch other movies.
I can't watch
Pornhub.com, the greatest site ever invented. I don't go to the same video. Listen, there are some great videos on porn for free on Pornhub.com.
Really?
I don't watch the same one every day. I would be boring.
Of course.
I flip around. I go to different categories. They have B&D. They have, orgies. They have, whatever. They have all kinds of stuff. I flip around the channel. It's my nature.
Right. Okay.
I think marriage and I think sex is the same thing. We like our categories and we like to flip around the channel.
Okay. But you have to do it discreetly.
You just, unless you're with a partner who understands and you guys can understand, which
Right.
I don't see.
People do say
this is my theory. You should be able to,
yeah.
you can be in love with someone and sleep with other people. And a lot of people disagree with that. I think you can. I think you can have a marriage and love the person you're with and sleep with other people, and it should not affect that marriage.
It depends on the marriage and the people.
Right. I think it's insecurity. People get insecure.
But I do think these cases aren't like the public's business. I think it is between the man and the woman, or the
I
couple.
think it's great that Wiener's wife is sticking by her side.
Really?
Yeah.
That might be their agreement. He might be like, you can do what you want, and I'll be your wife or whatever. I mean, there are people with those agreements.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. There's something else I want to talk about before we end the show this week. So we covered a lot of things. We covered cheating. We covered Teresa Giudice going to prison.
We called her.
We called a celebrity, and we're going to make it a weekly segment, calling a celebrity. And where do you hear what I have to say as we fade into the sunset? We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Chaunce Hayden Show, broadcasting from the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club in New York City on the GFQ network. So we went to break talking about cheating and our celebrity phone calls and all that. But during the break, something else came up that we have to talk about going out of the show this week. So we were at break, and I was going to talk about my new apartment that I just moved into, which is loaded with beautiful Asian Indian women. Okay,
perfect.
Perfect, yeah. Oh my God. My apartment is amazing. Every woman in the building is 25 years old, Asian or Indian, which is kind of the same, isn't it?
You have a date every night.
What's that?
You'll have a date every night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They all want me. Like when I walked into the building, they all said, "Who is that sex machine that just walked in?" They looked at me, and everybody just came running out of their doors, throwing roses at my feet as I walked in, taking condoms and just chucking them at me, saying, "Me next, me next." Absolutely. But we're going to hold off on that because Stacy made the comment. I was saying, well, it's okay I think we'd have better marriages if guys were allowed to sleep around on their wives. And you agreed and said, yeah, same thing with women. If women could have sex with other men. And I said, no, wait a second. I said, that's not the same.
It's the same exact thing.
It's completely different.
Well, what do you live in 1945?
No, I live on the planet Earth where biological differences exist.
All right, I know you have a penis and I have a vagina,
yes,
but
and that's the difference because
penis. So a woman should sit home and happy.
Absolutely. And there's let me explain.
Disagree.
Let me explain why. I'll tell you, and you can tell me if you did.
I'm
why
not
you
saying I
disagree.
agree with cheating to begin with, but I think that if a man can
women
cheat,
should not be. Men should be allowed to cheat, not women.
Why?
And well, the reason is very simple. A man has a penis. A penis needs to live a certain life. A penis, okay, like a bee. A bee jumps from rose to rose petal, right? It's spreading its pollen. What does the queen bee? Where does the queen bee do? What does the queen bee do? This is the basic facts of nature. What does the queen bee do?
She sits back and lets the flowers.
She sits there and never leaves the house. She doesn't leave the house. The male bee screws every little thing he can to keep himself alive and flourishing. Women are no different. A vagina does not need a new penis every day. A penis does need a vagina. It needs a vagina to flourish and to stay strong and to stay
I
virile.
don't agree with you. I have a vagina, and I don't want.
Your vagina is golden. Your vagina is.
I don't want 100 penises.
No, your vagina should only be seen a few times in your life.
Should I cover my head up too?
Yes, your vagina should only be for a select few lucky people.
When did you join the Taliban?
But this is the facts. Everybody knows this is how it is.
Everybody knows.
A woman doesn't have that need. A woman does not have that need that a man has.
That's not true.
You do no. A woman.
That's not true.
You feel you need to have sex all the time.
90% of the time.
Different men. You think like a man.
I'm not gonna. A little bit.
I think. Well,
different men.
I think.
I enjoy. I haven't done this, but I enjoy different men. Not so much in different ways. That's all I'm gonna say.
After the show, I'm wrapping you up in blankets. I'm covering your nose and your mouth. You're gonna have 2 little peek holes to walk out of the building with.
He's gonna put in a bio.
Yeah, and then we're gonna whip you.
We're
gonna throw some stones at you. I'm gonna stone you after the show.
I know.
I'm going to beat you, and you know what? And you're probably getting excited.
I know.
You're probably getting excited with
the
prospect of being stoned and beaten.
I have the Taliban beating fantasy right
You
now.
do have that, yes.
I want to be stoned,
All right, so you know what? People, if you have a point of view on this,
I want your point of view.
I think Chaunce100 at AOL.com. CHAUNCE 100 at AOL.com. If you think I'm right, that men are different, men are biologically different.
We are different.
And men need sex all the time and women don't. And that it should be okay for a man to have sex and not a woman. If you agree with me, let me know. Or if you agree with Stacy, let me know. Where she thinks everyone is equal and everyone needs...
We have different needs, but women need sex just as much, if not more.
Absolutely not. That's completely false.
You know how many men just they don't even have a sex drive?
Jesus did not make us that way.
Who?
Jesus Christ. The Lord Jesus Christ, the only one true God. The only one true Lord and Master of our being and souls and spirits.
He said
the one
that?
who decides if we go to heaven and hell.
He said that.
The man who calls all the shots.
He said that.
The big guy.
He said that.
Absolutely. He said men need to cheat and women need to let us, cheat and be quiet.
I disagree.
And let us do our thing. With our thing.
What do women
Let
do?
us do our thing
What
with
should
our
women
thing.
do? They should sit there
Women
and
should
answer
allow
their
us to do our
vibrators?
thing. Women should be there for us to enjoy the fruits of this world.
Get out of the
Come on, but look how you're built. You're soft. You're beautiful. You're meant to be penetrated. You were designed to be penetrated.
He's like I'm not designed to be.
It's like hardware. You go to Home Depot. There's a bolt and there's a nut. You're the nut. I'm the bolt.
But isn't your asshole
you're meant to be screwed by the screw. The bolt doesn't do anything but get screwed.
So you're saying that.
But that bolt, I can pull that screw out of that bolt and put another screw in tomorrow. But you're still at the end of the day, you're just a bolt.
So that means that, and you're still just a screw.
Yeah, but my screw needs to go into a lot of bolts.
And maybe my.
Once you just need one screw. But this is the sickest conversation ever.
We can go up. This is just all right. Email Chaunce.
All right.
And let us know your opinion.
There goes my mic. My mic needs to be screwed.
The women are going to scream.
We'll be back.
The women are going to scream at you.
We'll talk about this another time.
Okay.
We'll talk about this over dinner time. We'll be back next week. You're watching the Chauncey Hayden Show, and I'm with Stacy Pressman and my co-host. And next week we will be back. Hopefully, same place, same time. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.